course you don't, but who you? Before you study and get ready for your exams or whatever, I want to talk to you guys about why every single household in America, or every single owner, should install solar panels on top of their houses, due to the energy crisis that we're suffering from. At the end of the speech, you will know some of the consequences we face due to this lack of usage of energy, and how changing simple daily habits on our daily routines could have a huge impact in future generations to come. In addition, regarding to this issue, I want to inform you guys about how utilizing energy can make our world a better place. Because not only are we using natural resources for a living, but also for transportation. And by doing so, we could have less pollution in our atmosphere. I hope this speech will allow you to understand how the consumption of natural resources like energy could potentially make our lives easier. Did you know that solar power is extremely good for the environment? According to an online article by the name of Green Match, they state that it will reduce the carbon footprint, and also it does not have any greenhouse gases. They basically say this because they want us, for example, if like we don't produce any carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, we could cause less pollution and have improve our environment. In addition, utilizing natural energy is very important because we acknowledge that electricity tends to rely on natural fuels, such as natural gas and coal. Coal is a little black rock. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's basically it's basically found in the ground, and they basically utilize that for energy. And we understand that these resources are extremely limited and they're really hard to obtain. And by doing so, by having solar panels, we no longer have to worry about this issue. We'll begin discussing why every single household in America should have solar panels installed in their homes. You might be asking yourself, how can we start utilizing solar energy in our daily lives? Or why we as a nation need to install solar panels on our homes? Most of the time, we don't feel connected to this issue because we feel like the government has all the answers for it. But this is not the case. Nonetheless, this is an issue that we as a nation need to come together and take action towards. And that's by going solar. This is why I'm here today, to influence you and hopefully encourage you, some of you guys to encourage probably family members or whatever it is to start taking action towards this issue. On average, solar panels tend to cost on average approximately anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000, including installation. I know this is a big amount of money, but it's a one-time investment. And you no longer have to worry about paying electricity bills for the upcoming years. You can easily save up numerous years and possibly, and I'm not here you guys to tell you that you necessarily need to have them by like next week or next month, but it's just something to take into consideration as the years progress. And what solar panels tend to do, they allow particles of light to knock electrons of atoms, and that tends to generate a flow of energy that we could use on our daily basis. Now that you know why solar panels are extremely beneficial due to the amount of value they bring to us, let me talk to you guys about some of the solutions we could do regarding to this issue. Tyler, who's an author by the name of the top 4 benefits of installing solar panels in our home, he goes along and describes how in warm spring days we tend to consume lots of natural energy that we're just like not utilizing effectively. And now with these machines and this new technology, the solar panels, we could use that energy and use it in a way that we could use in our daily lives. He also goes, added to this concept, it would also decrease our energy bills. We no longer have to worry about them. And a lot of the times, most of our family members, or like us ourselves that we live independently, we tend to be worried about some of these issues because, some of these bills, because we're not technically financially stable to pay for them. And by doing so, you no longer have to worry about that. According to a non-fiction website by the name of Energy Age, they conclude that going solar, you can control the over-rising cost of energy bills. And like I mentioned, this is really beneficial to us and to as a nation because we could potentially go solar and not have to worry about that anymore. Can you imagine what the world would look like 10 years from now when there's no gas vehicles around? You no longer have to worry about waking up and getting your car to go to school because we could no longer have gas. You're right. We no longer have to worry about air conditioning because we're going to have electric vehicles like 10, 15 years from now. And it's going to be hard to pollute our air. Based on an online article by the name What Would the World Would Look Like by Wind Solar, they state that this smaller globe solar grind could produce about 59 terawatts of energy. That's enough energy to sufficiently cover the demand of electricity for the whole world. This demonstrates how we have enough energy, then we could live a better and healthier lifestyle. Now that I've covered some of the reasons why solar panels are extremely important or necessary, these are some of the ways of matter of seconds you can start taking action to this issue. I want you guys to encourage family members, colleagues, and friends to at least take this concept into consideration. How many of you guys wash clothes every day or like weekly? Okay. So rather than washing clothes rather than drying your clothes in a dry machine, I would encourage you guys to like go outside. I know it takes like lots of energy from you, but to go outside and just hang your clothes, and that way you kind of reduce the amount of energy that you're using on a daily basis. And we as a nation could utilize these natural resources such as the sun to like impact our lives and make lives much easier, because these resources are like something that are gifted to us naturally, and we should like take advantage of them and to maintain a healthier environment. With that being said, thanks for your time.